The United States possesses a weapon so powerful, it's been dubbed the bunker buster. The GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator. This 30,000-pound behemoth is designed with one primary purpose: to obliterate deeply buried, heavily fortified targets, and when it comes to Iran's nuclear facilities, the GBU-57 stands alone as the only bomb in the world capable of reaching them. This glaring omission raises questions about Israel's ability to effectively neutralize Iran's nuclear ambitions through military means alone. While Israel possesses other bunker-busting munitions, none can match the raw destructive power and penetration depth of the GBU-57 developed by the U.S. Air Force and Boeing. The GBU-57 can penetrate up to 200 feet of reinforced concrete before detonating its 5,300-pound warhead. This makes it uniquely suited for destroying underground complexes like those housing Iran's nuclear program. It forces Israeli military planners to consider alternative approaches, potentially including cyber warfare, sabotage, and targeted assassinations of key nuclear scientists. These methods, while potentially effective in the short term, lack the decisive impact of a direct strike with a weapon like the GBU-57. The GBU-57's absence from Israel's arsenal may ultimately force a reevaluation of U.S. policy regarding the sharing of advanced military technology with its closest Middle Eastern ally. Facilities like Fordo are buried deep within mountains, protected by layers of rock and reinforced concrete. Without the GBU-57, such an operation would carry a high risk of failure and potential blowback. It touches on broader questions of trust, sovereignty, and the nature of the U.S.-Israel alliance. It serves as a reminder of the limitations of military power and the complex web of alliances and interests that shape Middle Eastern geopolitics. The GBU-57, meanwhile, remains a potent symbol of American military might and a tantalizing capability just beyond Israel's reach. Some Israeli officials view the withholding of this technology as a sign of waning American commitment to Israel's security, while others see it as a necessary safeguard against potential overreach. As the threat landscape evolves, so too must the strategies and technologies employed to maintain stability and prevent conflict. This reality has led some Israeli officials to advocate for increased diplomatic pressure and international sanctions as the primary means of containing Iran's nuclear ambitions and complexities inherent in addressing nuclear proliferation in one of the world's most volatile regions. It highlights the delicate balance between deterrence and escalation, and the ongoing struggle to find effective, lasting solutions to seemingly intractable security dilemmas. They contend that providing Israel with this capability would strengthen deterrence and increase the likelihood of a diplomatic solution by demonstrating the very real consequences of continued nuclear development. Its very existence serves as a deterrent, even as its absence from certain arsenals shapes the strategic landscape of the Middle East and beyond. These defenses are specifically designed to withstand attacks from conventional bunker-busting weapons, making the GBU-57 all the more critical for any serious military option against Iran's nuclear program. They argue that maintaining U.S. control over the GBU-57 allows for better management of regional tensions and preserves diplomatic options. The bomb's immense size requires a B-2 stealth bomber for delivery, limiting its deployment options. Despite its unmatched capabilities, the GBU-57 remains absent from Israel's arsenal. The U.S. has been reluctant to share this technology, citing concerns about proliferation and the potential for escalating regional tensions. This leaves Israel in a precarious position, relying on diplomatic pressure and covert actions to impede Iran's nuclear progress. Without access to the GBU-57, any Israeli strike on Iranian facilities would likely fall short of achieving total destruction. Iran, aware of this vulnerability, has invested heavily in hardening its nuclear sites. The absence of the GBU-57 from Israel's arsenal underscores the complex dynamics of US-Israel relations and the delicate balance of power in the Middle East. While the two nations share intelligence and cooperate on defense matters, the U.S. maintains strict control over its most advanced weaponry. This policy aims to preserve American technological superiority and prevent the spread of potentially destabilizing capabilities. For Israel, the lack of access to the GBU-57 represents a significant strategic limitation. The situation also highlights the ongoing debate within Israel about the feasibility and wisdom of a unilateral military strike against Iran. However, the clock is ticking. As Iran continues to advance its nuclear program, the window for effective military action. Critics argue that withholding the GBU-57 from Israel undermines the credibility of military threats against Iran, potentially emboldening the regime to push forward with its nuclear ambitions. Proponents of the current policy However, warn that introducing such a powerful weapon into the volatile Middle East could trigger an arms race and increase the likelihood of conflict. The debate surrounding the GBU-57 extends beyond its immediate military applications. As tensions with Iran continue to simmer, the absence of the GBU-57 from Israel's arsenal remains a critical factor in regional strategic calculations. For now, Israel must rely on a combination of its existing military capabilities, intelligence operations, and diplomatic efforts to address the Iranian nuclear threat. The situation underscores the need for continued dialogue and cooperation between the U.S. and Israel on matters of regional security. Ultimately, the GBU-57's absence from Israel's arsenal serves as a stark reminder of the challenges as the world watches and waits. The GBU-57 remains a powerful, if unused, tool in the effort to prevent nuclear proliferation and maintain regional stability,